Welcome and pay attention. Pay attention very closely. When you walk into a recruiting station, you have to understand it's not a wish factory, right? You can't just go in there and think just because you looked up a job or you have information on a job or you had an uncle who served in Vietnam who had this job that you're going to qualify for that job or that job may be available for you. You have to understand that these jobs are very specific and there's a reason why they only open up at a certain time. All right. You also have to understand that when you walk into that recruiting station, the recruiter's job is on the line, not necessarily yours. All right, so when you step into a recruiting station, I really want you to picture this. All right, your recruiter has a station commander, a first sergeant, and a company commander, all watching one thing: their numbers. Every single month, they have a mission, a target they have to hit, and that yearly mission is broken down into phase lines with specific goals that they have to reach every single week. So I know you're thinking, man, I hope I get my dream job. They're thinking, I need to hit my mission and fill the jobs that the Army absolutely needs right now. So once you understand that they are under a lot of pressures and you realize they have quotas, then I think it will help you reframe how you are going to think about your future. All right, you're going to be mad, but here's the hard truth. Don't walk into that station expecting you're going to get what you want because you passed the ASVAB or you know that you are academically smart. The Army does not exist to hand out jobs just like that. All right, so the Army has all the jobs, but they also have all the needs. And yes, you might think, oh, I get it. But you have to be realistic and really set those expectations. All right. Because if I could go back and choose again, I would have made a different decision for my long-term future. So please do not base a 4 to 6 year commitment on a reel or a video game or something that you see online that looks cool, i.e. Call of Duty or, any of these war games and movies that you might see. Base it off of your future. Now you have to understand that your recruiter is trying to meet his monthly goal. All right. They're trying to fill the jobs that need to be filled right now. And they're trying to find people that can pass the ASVAB, the medical screening, ship on time, no moral issues, all of that things. Oh, by the way, if you have a buddy that might want to join, you guys can ship to basic together. All right. None of those things necessarily make recruiters bad people. At the end of the day, they are trying to help you, but you have to understand that their mission is not necessarily aligned with yours. All right. Their mission is to put qualified people in boots. Your mission is to protect the future and get the best contract for you and your family. You must never forget that because regardless, with or without you, the Army is going to continue to roll along, baby. I learned that the hard way. Now, to be fair, there are some very solid recruiters out there. I'll name one, Sergeant First Class Ulysses Herena. He's someone I worked with when I was in recruiting, and now he's part of the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. All right, he's here in this community as a set of eyes to check anything that I might get wrong and to make sure I keep information accurate. All right, so you're not just getting my perspective, you're getting accountability for people who have lived it but are also still in the fight. Shout out to Sergeant G. Now let's talk about what I call the game. All right, this is what it looks like in real life. All right, you might hear phrases like, we can fix that later. We'll try to get you that job. Everybody does it this way. Don't worry about that part right now, right? So sometimes those phrases are a little bit harmless. Other times they're used to make you move faster. They get you to stop asking questions. They push you to sign before you truly understand all of your options. But look, here's the bottom line. If you sign fast without understanding all your options, the systems win. And that takes away all the risk. The game's simple. They hit their mission. You live with something that you don't really want. All right. So what I want you to walk away from with this particular lesson is the recruiting office is a workplace, not a wish factory. Recruiters have missions, quotas, and pressures from the above. All right. They're not your enemy, but know that their mission's different from yours. All right. If something feels rushed, vague, or brushed off with we'll fix it later, that's just a sign to say, hey, slow down and really think about this. All right. So understand the game, read between the lines, walk into that recruiting station with confidence, and also just make sure you have a plan because this contract is something that you have to live with. Thank you.